Hello. Today is 190th verse, 90th verse. Sorry, 90th anniversary of the banning of slavery in Mexico. It's after 12 p.m. here in Central Time in Houston, and I'm out here. So there's also the Mexican Independence Day from Spain, and it's the Spain Heritage Month. So, and you know that I'm a brother that mixed with Spanish Creole from Louisiana. And folks don't know their history, but Nueva España, which is also in Spanish, New Spain, did own Louisiana, especially when the Spanish from the colonial islands came there, Llanos, what they call it, right? Is that correct? Okay. It's not my everyday Spanish word. It's part of my heritage, right? Because some folks probably mixed with some black DNA and black person in Louisiana and got my grandfather last name Real. So during his Spanish Heritage Month, which is between the 15th of September to the October 15th, I'm gonna get my Real on. It's en mi sangre, okay? You know that sangre española, africana de Louisiana, criollo, es en mi sangre, es mi pertenencia. Yo soy orgulloso de mi herencia Latina, okay, I'm saying, the Louisiana, okay? So I'm very proud of my partial Hispanic roots. A lot of people, it's sad that some people in the African community go along with massive ideology about one drop rule, but I don't. I acknowledge everything in my roots. So, from the black, the French, the Irish, the English, the Spanish, the native, I acknowledge everything. I want my kids, when I ever get married and have children, to know where they originally come from. I don't want them have a white racist man identity, okay? One drop rule is a white racist man identity, okay? It is, okay? It's a massa identity, okay? And people get mad because I have a freedman mentality. I'm a runaway and freedman. I'm not a house slave, field slave, okay? But let's get to say about so the reason why I have to make this video, 190th anniversary. That means 1829, September 15th. The second president of Mexico, who had a black mother from Mexico, she was Afro-Mexican, a slave during the colonial period of time in Mexico, when they had the caste system, and a biracial mestizo father who was a white Spaniard and Native American, a Native Indigenous, we want to call it. And his name was Vicente Guerrero. He was a peasant, poor, one time educated, but he fought a Revolutionary War, won, and beat Spain, and he became second president of Mexico. So you can start poor and become the president of a country, right? Okay? So that is my hero, okay? Vicente Guerrero is my hero. And I'm glad that both of us have August Leo's birthdays. We're both Leos, okay? Not to bring up a murder here in Houston, the little boy, we don't know if Andre Jackson killed him because I don't trust HPD, all of the mirror, okay? What's his name? Jose Flores, his birthday's on the 10th of August. And I always remind people because it did become a black and brown, call it cotton picking mess here in Houston. And I want folks, before y'all start throwing N-words and W words, stop acting like massa, okay? And I want everybody to remind you that during that time, when the case was going on before they got rid of the other guy and went after Andre, read my meanings up. I want folks to understand. A black Mexican, part African American, Bahamian, and Mexican American woman named Stacey Dash endorsed for Trump. So while everybody was doing straw picking, cotton picking mess and fighting and calling the W word, N-word, and everything else over this case, you had this before Obama was still president. You had a partial black, American and Bahamian, and of course, Mexican, and either regardless she has Native and African and Spanish in her. How they characterize the stuff in the United States. Named Stacey Dash, who's clueless. Okay, she voted for Trump, and she gave her coins. While she was still working for Fox News, gave her coins. So we in minorities act a fool, like I said about that Joshua Reed thing. Okay, y'all act a fool down in Saudi Arabia. You can't, you're not making fun of Arabian people. Not everybody is a terrorist with Arabian, okay? But you got from the folks who don't like Americans because what your color is, race is, and how you characterize it. So you acting fool there, they ain't gonna play. They don't care whether you're Latino or African American descent, whatever. They don't you act a fool in their country. They very strict. And no, they got good Arabian people. I'm not here to make fun of Arabian people in Saudi Arabia, but look what happened to Janet Jackson. Well, I love her. I ain't making fun of Janet Jackson. I love Janet Jackson, but she had to cover up. She couldn't share all her. Yes, okay, and then Janet Jackson, Taurus. May 16, okay, yes. And them Taurus don't play. She has sweet Taurus, unlike somebody I know in person who's not, okay? Let's get to the subject. So, Vicente Guerrero, this is the reason why that slavery was abolished in Mexico. Yes, when they beat Spain, they got rid of the caste system. They had the white Spaniards who were born in Spain on top. The second class were those who were born in Mexico, who were white Spaniard, okay? Then in the middle, the mulattoes, the mestizos, the mixed race people, paros or zombos, they call them, those who are black and American, black and white, native and white, mestizo. So in a mixture of all. Then at the bottom was a pure black Mexican, pure Mexican by nationality, but pure black and pure indigenous at the bottom. This is how the colorism worked, okay? And that's how colorism came in and everything else, okay? So they got tired because the more white blood according to the caste system you have, you had more civil rights compared to a person who didn't. If I don't go on who have more blood and all that other stuff, if it's in your DNA, it's in your DNA, okay? That's how I go by it, because I know how people use the blood quantum like they do here in the United States mess. So, in Mexico, when they fought against Spain, they did away of the caste system, which actually, it was a good thing, but like people say, it's not a good thing because they had records of who had black ancestry. And it's why some folks from Mexico, I ain't got a black in me. You don't know all that. They got rid of, so they got rid of that because they said, like, it's similar to what Jose Marti down in Cuba said that there's no mulatto Cubans or black Cubans or white Cubans, all Cubans. Well, the same thing they're saying that they're all Mexicans. There shouldn't be no race. Okay? So when Vicente Guerrero became president of Mexico, he banned slavery because the Anglos, us African American people, we got to tell the truth, we are part Anglo too, came to Texas illegally. Trump supporters, here it is. They were doing a manifest destiny. The Anglo-Americans was looking at the Southwest as by Mexico. This was Mexico. Texas was Mexico. Texas. New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, saying Utah, Oregon, which is Oregon, and California. All that was Mexico. Anglos came there illegally, and their plan was to make those areas slaves property to grow their slave population and make money. So they came to Texas, and they also read that Mexico did use African people that escaped from them in Mexico to stop them from coming here. So every time you hear Trump support, talking about build a wall and this, make America and remember Alabama, you don't know your history. I forgot, y'all rewritten history, so it make it look good for you. Yeah, like I know that trick. That's why when I was studying my mixed ancestry in 1993, I got tired listening to the school. My school district was mostly white one period of time in the 80s, but it became mostly Hispanic. In the 90s and late 80s, 30 years ago. So I got tired of hearing lies about my history, the black and Native American, the white, and I know I had Hispanic roots in my Creole ancestry time. So I went to the library and read history, and went to the internet, and I was part of the multiracial movement, the interracial voice, and at the time I was trying to put the multiracial category on the census back in 2000. Okay, yes, I was part of that. Okay, back when I was a teenager. Okay, when the organizers Charles Michael Burr, he mixed with black, white, and native. Um, he knows me. We know each other on social media. So point is, and I was a teenager. I wanted to go to the Solidarity March back in '96 in July, but I didn't have no transportation, no help, whatever. When I was 16, going on 17, so I was a minor, I couldn't go. But there was a protest to bring the multiracial category on the census 2000. Yeah, that's what they wanted to have. Okay, so let's get to the subject about Mexico. And so anyway, point is, so when they start coming to Texas, Texas, when it was part of Coahuila, the state of Coahuila was connected with Texas, Texas. They was bringing slaves, and I'm sure they're like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, we don't do no slavery here in my country. My mother was a slave. Yeah, his mama black. Vicente Guerrero, mama black. You know how times mama black. Yes, Vicente Guerrero's mama was black. Okay, it was a slave, so he loved his mama. Mama. Okay, like Boris Man say. Okay, and he said, oh no, we gonna have the not up here. So he banned slavery in 1829, 190 years ago, today. So I always gonna let everyone know that on my channel because that needs to be known, okay? And that's why the Alamo happened in here in Texas, because the Anglos, our other ancestors were white, who want to dehumanize our African American descendant, whether it be pure or mixed, light, dark, with other ancestors here in the state. They came here illegally, okay? And they came here they went against Mexico law. Mexico said no slavery. That's why they had the Alamo. They rebelled. When the state of Coahuila told them to emancipate the slaves, they didn't want to do that. Okay? So you see why I'm not a Trump supporter, that I'm not for the wall, and y'all come a Mexican, racist Mexican folks. Those are coconuts food. Just like you have African people who cotton picking. Okay? When I use the word cotton picking and coconut and coon and portrait, those are historical terms, meaning mentality infiltrating white race, especially in the United States history and supremacy. Okay? Anytime a brother calls a Mexican the B-I-C-K word, that is a coon. He didn't know this was Mexico, and the white ancestor in his family tree, where he wanted made it out on paper, stole this state, and stole the rest of this part to make the slaves, to dehumanize our Africans and people. So why we get mad at Mexico? Actually, if you know the history, once Texas was stolen from Mexico, we had the black Seminoles who crossed the Rio Grande, came from Oklahoma and Florida, to get away from Massa. Okay, you have people who are, even Sam Houston's named after this city, Massa. Yes, Massa Sam Houston owned slaves. He would say, yes, his wife was Cherokee. I know a sister who is descendant. I know two sisters, one about more my complexion, a little darker, and one who's pale. The pale one, that's from the either Massa rape thing. Okay, with Sam Houston, or maybe there's another. Yes, they Massa, they love the women. No. Yes, you did. If a bed wench, okay, those terms you had, Aunt Jemima used to turn when a sister would defend a white man over a brother. They happened on the plantation too. It was not always rape. They rape because it's for their property, but that one drop mess. But the truth of the matter is, you had sisters with coon mentality who were brainwashed. And William Lynch letter. If yes, William Lynch was real. I don't have anybody talk about it. They didn't want to emasculate the black male over the black woman, have her control of the, you know what I'm saying? That's thank you. So that's why in even ADS relationships, that's why many of us don't date each other. Until we take that conditioning out of our head, yes, you'll see more ADS couples, more African couples. We already mixed. You can't say we can't mix because our DNA is so messed up. We're not pure black. We come in different shades. Even if we two dark-skinned parents, their child might come out light-skinned because their DNA is messed up. Okay? No messed up. When I say messed up, is in a bad way. But use it for terminology who love to use it, make it mixing. Because mixing ain't bad, but how it was mixed, the way it was done, it raped. But they did it rape to make more children. They didn't rape to be part of the white population. They raped the children, they did children and women on plantations so they can have more slaves. That's why I don't put pure black on my application, because that was to make me a slave, and I'll be a victim of Jim Crow racism for having black DNA. So if you come on my channel talking about you black, because masters say so, well, my mixed heritage is mixed. The reason why I'm here because I'm mixed up, and then too, my skin tone is not that dark. Okay, I may be not pale like no Drake, but I definitely ain't no Akon color. Okay, so and even if I was, still my mix. If I was dark like Akon or either pale like, doesn't matter. If my heritage is mixed up, I should have a right to acknowledge it, right, on paper. Let's get the subject. They wanted me to be a slave or be oppressed in Jim Crow, so I'm not going on with Master's plan. So those who hate me for that, good. I'm a freeman. Y'all are slaves. Okay? I see myself as a free man. I don't see myself as no dang slave. They had free people of color doing slavery. Please do your research, because they don't teach it in school. You still listen to old indoctrination in fake history class. Please go to the library and pick up a book. Okay? Please start reading. Okay? So let's get to the subject. So that's the reason why that the Mexico opens doors. And when the slave masters were trying to kidnap the black Seminoles and other African people, Mexico beat their behind. So you see why I'm not anti-Mexican? Do you see why I'm not anti-Mexican? And even people, well, you say we're pro-Jew. Because the Mexican, the Janos, the ones who defended Sam Houston, and they look like a Scrooge, just like the African folks that did, because you had coon. You had coconuts and coons on Sam Houston's side. That's kind of like eels. Fighting for their Alamo, okay? All right? They got screwed. Their descendants got screwed, right? They had signs say no Mexican, no niggers, no dogs, right? Yes. During Jim Crow, even they try to put Mexican white, they still not treat the white thing, because they know they wouldn't know pure white. They was to make them a part of the workforce thing after slavery, because they didn't want African people had those jobs. Till the Depression came in 1930s, that's when they questioned. They already knew they was not white, but they started to take them off white, okay? And it was LULAC they defended having white identity. Yes, LULAC in Texas. They didn't want anything to do with the NAACP. But it's funny, in years later on, before the next century, LULAC, and of course the times changed. LULAC came together to civil rights movement ever in the NAACP. But the two organizations, brainwashed later on in years, went against this multiracial category on the 2000. Because in 910, everybody in the African community, Hispanic community, and the other communities who have mixed ancestry, and even those who are white, because they ain't pure white, like, I don't know who is pure white. Well, if they are very minority, yes, they just checking white, but later on in years, as more population come on, evidently they'll be considered the minority, because who is pure white? You have people passing as white. Well, mixed DNA, Native American, that's not white. Still mixed. Okay, I got Indian in the family. Okay, well, you ain't no damn pure white. You still mixed. You're trying to get white, you just say that it's equivalent, but you still just try to get the white pure at the same time. Pick and choose. Truth of the matter is, okay, at the end of the day, we need to acknowledge that their second president banned slavery. And he did. And today is the 190th anniversary of this day, and I want folks to understand that on my channel. Okay, while we celebrate the Day of Mexico independence from Spain, or we celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month for all Hispanics, not just Mexicans, but Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, Salvadorians, other Central Americans, Colombians, whatever, Bolivians, you know what I'm saying, Belizean, people from Belize, whatever we call people from Belize, and whatever, from Argentina, even us Spanish Creole people. Yes, because Spain used to have Louisiana too. And we have a drop as it relates to Spain, right? Hispanic relates to Spain. That's where Hispanic comes from. So, yes, I check Hispanic. Since I found out in 2016, I've been checking Hispanic besides black, white, native. And if we had two races or more, I checked two races or more in Hispanic. Hey, my fourth grandpa was Real, okay? Well, my fourth grandparent was last name Real, okay? That's a Spanish last name. Yeah, and I love speaking Spanish. Yeah, it's no wonder. It's in the DNA, it's in my bloodline, mi sangre. On my mama's side, okay? No wonder I think I conquistador. Exactly. Yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? Olé, okay? So anyway, yes, okay, yes, yes, yes. I'm probably part Hispanic. I'm probably African American. I'm probably part white. I don't look white, but it's in my bloodline. Okay, probably Hispanic and probably part Native American. And that's what my background is. If all those elements was not there, me talking to you would not exist. I would not be here right now. If those bloodlines, whether it was forced or it was by choice, whatever, it led me to be here today, talking to all you all across the United States and all over the world, right? So regardless what I look like, whatever my family history is, that's who I am. Whatever's in my family roots and my family history, that's why I'm here today talking to you. That's why my parents here, they're not pure black. Remember, they're not pure black either. Whatever's in your bloodline, whatever's in your DNA, whatever in your heritage, that's what you are, whether you like it or not. And I accept it all. Okay? So that's why I have that's why I don't have that. That's why some African people, those my family who chose to go along this way, I don't have that slave mentality, a victim mentality. I pursue to have a victor mentality, not a victim. I think a conqueror. I don't think like a slave. When you watch some movies, I say, hell no, that would not be me. If I killed myself if I had to, or kill the master and get rescued and killed, or whatever. Hell no, I wouldn't be no damn slave. They had to kill me. Choose. Because I couldn't do that. Oh, I couldn't. I'll fight back, whatever. I do whatever I got, whatever. To blow up the whole plantation. Let me stop. Anyway, real. But let me stop. Point is, so let's get to the subject. That today, let's remember this day, because my phone's dying, that Mexico, 190 years ago, slavery ended. What the heck? Slavery ended, okay? Slavery ended, and that's why we have today, okay? Thank you so much. Have a nice day.